Well, first of all, well,
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. The 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros. Acknowledge us. What is up? Once again, people, it is Wrestling with the Bros alongside James. Oh, over there, hold on. James, Fair. I'm Chris. Shout out to our wonderful executive producer, Smitty. It is Wrestling with the Bros once again. Follow us at X, Twitter, whatever you call it, at WWTB 2024. Also, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on our YouTube channel, Wrestling with the Bros. So that way, when we go live like we are now, you will definitely be up to speed and see what's going on. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out and our condolences to our executive producer Smitty, who recently lost his father. So our thoughts and prayers are with Smitty and his family as well. Man, we're definitely praying for you, brother, and wish you nothing but blessings and comfort from God and whatnot, man. So definitely our prayers are with you, man, during this difficult time, man.
For sure, brother.
Uh, Fair, James, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling today?
Well, now I'm feeling kind of bad that I didn't know my man Smitty's pops died. So, damn.
Yeah,
I've
man.
been so much
I
out
ain't
of the
seen him.
scene. I don't know. I don't invite people no more. I'm gonna start getting better at that. So that's
Yeah,
definitely thoughts and prayers to my mans, bro.
yeah. I just happened to see it on. He had posted it on X the other day, and I saw it. So, yeah, man. Definitely, it's definitely tough, man. It's definitely tough, man. James, how
I
you
had,
feeling, bro? You good?
yeah, I had no idea as well. So obviously my condolences go out to you, Smitty. That is a rough thing to deal with, and
For sure.
unfortunately, grief is the price that you pay for love. So I hope everything works
Mhm.
out for you, and think back on everything good, and that's all I got to say about that.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. It's a lot that's been going on in the world of sports. The World Series is 2-2 as far as the series between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. And
I
right
ain't care
now, the
about that
Dodgers are
shit.
losing 3-1 in the fourth inning. Dude, first of all, they played two full games in game three. I went to
Yeah,
bed
didn't
at
they
10.
play 18 innings or something like that?
It
They
was
did.
Dang,
18
bro.
innings, man. So like
That was
that was like a
crazy.
doubleheader for a World Series.
That
And
is
I
insane.
I went to bed at what was it? Going into the bottom of the ninth. I was like, man, I'm going to bed. This because I think it was tied up 4-4 or 5-5, something like that. So I'm going to bed. I'll just catch the highlights in the morning. And then I wake up and I see Freddie Freeman hit a walk-off, and I'm like, okay, well, okay, they won. Then I thought I was hallucinating because I saw that it was 18 innings.
He
I said,
said
what
I
the hell?
hallucinated.
Dog, I'm literally like rubbing my eyes, like, wait, that says 18? And yeah, I that that's crazy, man. That is insane.
I
That is
remember
insane.
I remember the last time the Red Sox won the World Series, they played the Dodgers, and they had another 18 inning game, and
Yeah.
I hated every single second of that because you're waiting for that one. You're waiting. It was 1-1, and then it was 2-1, and then it became 2-2, and then it was like three. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I remember just sitting there. I was like, "Can this game just end, please? For the love of
Yeah.
God!" And then Max Muncy hit the home run. I was like, I stayed all the way up for fucking this. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Bro, it's something about baseball playoffs that is like heart racing. I watch finals games, Super Bowl, obviously, but playoff, like when it gets to like that 7th, 8th, ninth, and if you go into extra innings, that's like the only sport where that shit causes anxiety in me, yo. Because it's just like one mistake can fuck up the
Yeah.
whole game. Like, and it don't
Well,
even have
hockey's
to be
like
with
that
the
too.
bat.
Hockey playoffs are
Hockey's
the
like
best
Yeah,
that
playoffs.
too.
playoff hockey. Yeah, playoff hockey. I like playoff hockey. I can't watch regular season hockey for some reason. I don't know why. I don't
Playoff
know.
hockey is fun. Playoff baseball is fun. The NFL playoffs are usually really good, for the most part. And basketball is just whoever is the best team usually wins anyway. So it's like
Yeah.
you just kind of sit back and say, okay, fine, just get me to June. Who's the best two teams? Okay, yada yada. That's it, right? But I feel like this, and even too, like you said, one mistake in hockey and in baseball can change the entire tide of the game completely. Especially, like in baseball, like what just happened with Dalton Varsho, I think hitting inside the park home run just now. Yeah, the guy misplays the ball, and it's like, oh, great, now it's 3-1. And even too, playoff hockey, guy commits a turnover in the offensive zone, breakaway, 1-0, place is rocking, and it's over. You got to scratch all the way back. All that momentum is gone. So there's definitely a
Yeah,
hierarchy to
man.
it.
Yeah, I agree. No, playoff baseball, I agree, man. Yeah, playoff baseball is on a whole nother
It's
level.
fun as shit. It's
It
fun.
is. It is. Yeah. So
It's
no,
like because
I think
I watch every game. I'm not gonna lie. All regular season, I watch every game because as I get older, I ain't really got shit to do. I'm home at a certain point. I'm gonna watch the baseball game. I watch this shit over and over and over and over. But then when it gets to October, this shit gets so fun. No matter if your team is in it or not, if you just love baseball, it gets real fun. That the shit that you just watched
Mhm.
162 games of gets like this adrenaline rush of fun. That's just baseball. I feel like baseball playoffs are like the best of all sports. That's probably wild to say, but I think that is
No,
true.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
you
so.
make a good argument for
I
it.
don't. I don't really think so because, like, it's like an even playing field for every team too, right? Like,
Mm,
it's like it's not like the NFL where like if Miami goes to like Cleveland in the playoffs, there's a clear advantage because Miami
right,
can't play in the cold. Like
right.
the Dodgers can play anywhere; it doesn't matter. Same thing in hockey. An away
Mm,
team can play inside of a home team state. Say it's like the Devils and the Rangers. No, like the Devils and the Penguins, right? The Devils can play in Pittsburgh because there's no home field. There's no home ice advantage. They don't have
right,
any. There's no weather advantage. They just go out there and
right,
play. I feel like
right.
the NFL is like how warm weather team goes play a cold weather team. There's your disadvantage. In the NBA, we have two of the best players in the league. There's your disadvantage. I feel like the hockey playoffs and the baseball playoffs are the two like evenly matched in a sense. Like there's no overwhelming advantages unless the players play.
I'm not. I don't watch as much playoff hockey, so that's probably why I say. That's probably why I say it like that. But it's like, yeah, baseball. I'll definitely put. I'll probably go baseball, NFL, then hockey, then NBA is where I
It's
would
fun.
go with it. Probably.
Basketball is my favorite sport, so I do enjoy it. I do enjoy
It's
it, but I
not.
know
Yeah.
I do love playoff baseball because I agree with you, Fair. One little mistake, and it seems like it
Yeah.
changes the whole game and the whole series for that matter. Um,
Right.
but no, I playoff hockey is really man. Playoff hockey is, and I don't even know who the hell was on the teams, but yeah, playoff hockey is freaking great, man. But I do love playoff basketball too, man. I do love playoff basketball.
But with the problem with basketball is you gotta have the stars to make it the drama, bro. Because
Excuse
I
me.
don't lie, I don't
Hmm.
like if I get another and I understand homeboy is nice, he's just not there yet for me to care about. Just wanting to go see him play basketball. But if I get another OKC, who else was in it? I don't even
Oh,
remember who was in the
Indiana.
finals.
That
If
was
I get
actually.
another.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
all y'all
yeah,
basketball purists. Yeah, it was good basketball.
it was,
Yeah.
it was, it
That's
was
not what I wanted
actually
to see. I'm
no,
sorry.
no. I mean, no. I hear what you're saying, like because at the end of the day, you still want to get your casual fans in there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. I definitely
I
get
feel
where you're
like I
coming
want to
from.
be just a high level casual in my latter years of life. I don't want to be no diehard nothing. I
But
just
you know
want to
what
be
though,
a high
man?
level casual.
But like what's crazy, people always complain about oh, only these teams only get to the playoffs or the finals, whatever. So then
Right.
but then when you have new blood get in there or what have you, then people still complain. So it's like
Yeah.
which one is it? Which one do you want? Do you want
It's
H to the
both.
Izzo or do you want Can I Live? You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
both. It's both.
I think
I'm
I think the problem with
the consumer. I don't care. I want both. Okay?
I think
That's
I
cool
think
with
the
me.
I think the problem with the NBA playoffs is that it's too long. I think the first round should be a best of 5.
it was for
O-
years, for
Yeah.
some
only
years, but they
But they
only
changed it
only
because
because
somebody lost in 5 and they couldn't have that. Like something I
only
forget
be,
what it was.
only because I think it would add intrigue if the 1 seed lost 2 games in a 5-game series, and it's like, oh, the
Mm.
1 seed can get eliminated right now, even though it's very rare that it rarely happens. But I feel like the 1 versus the 8 seed very rarely wins. You might as well add some intrigue to it and say, you know what, let's make it a best of 5, and everything else
Mm.
after that, you make it 7. The semifinals, conference finals, and the NBA finals, you make it 7. If you keep
Right.
doing the 7 games, it's like the 8th and the 7th seed stand no chance. They just don't. So like you might as well try something different.
That
well
playing shit needs to go away. I'm sorry.
they
Playing shit
had
needs to go away.
they had for years they used to have the first round best of 5. They changed it I think in '03, the '03 playoffs because they claim it was the Laker rule per se. But
Well, yeah, they
no,
always blame stuff on us. It's fine.
yeah, I know. No, I
It's
didn't.
fine.
Like I said, no 5-game series. No, yeah, that does add some intrigue just for the simple fact. Hey, I got 5 games. So what was it? You got to win 3. Hey, I might get swept. You know what I'm saying? 3-0 or
Hey,
whatever. You know what I'm saying? And God forbid if you're the team that has the home court advantage and you lose those, like you said, James, you lose those first 2. Ooh, the pressure's
Even
on, baby.
even if you lose one, even if you
Yeah,
lose one,
yeah,
like I said,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I agree.
bro. I just want the playing games to go away. I don't care about none of the rest of that. Just make the playing games go away.
I
Shit's
went.
stupid.
I'll be honest with you. The
Shit's
playing
stupid.
games, are kind of fun.
Nah, shit's
I
stupid.
like them.
I
I
went
like them.
to I went
That's
to the
stupid.
Sixers. I went to the Sixers Miami playing game in last year, and it was legit like a playoff game. It was pretty cool.
I mean, it is a
Yeah,
playoff
see.
game, but the shit is stupid to me. I don't like it.
That's
Just
fair.
No,
like
I like it. I have no problem with it.
to be honest with you, you know
It
why I
adds
don't
some
like it?
intrigue.
I'm not gonna lie. You know
Yeah.
why I don't like it? Because
Why?
Jeannie Buss got the coast like 2 years in a row, not improving a basketball team because she made the fucking play in, and then LeBron carried us through to the first round. Like it's just it's just corny. I don't care. Just the 8 go, 8 go. That's it, bro. You don't if you ain't winning enough, then you
It's
ain't
more
winning enough,
money.
dog.
But see, this is the problem now with now this is the problem I have with baseball. First of all, the season's too freaking long. Then you're adding in like a wild card round. Then you're adding a wild card round. Then you're adding a division round. I mean, you're not adding, but I mean, you have your LDS. Then you have your
Right.
LCS. Then you have your World Series. Thank God that okay, this World Series is Toronto against LA. Toronto has a dome, LA has good weather, so you 9 times out of 10 you don't have to worry about rain delays. But if it was like in New York or Chicago or something like that, or Philadelphia, now you got to worry about okay, so is it going to rain one of these days where it might get season's too freaking long, man. Hell,
Yeah.
they're damn near now ending the season by Christmas.
Bro, you could make the baseball season 148 games and start it in better weather, and it'll be over like right about now as far as playoffs go. That's like
I
the
was not.
perfect spot
I
for
would say that the
baseball,
third
bro.
week, maybe the second week of October, it should be done
Yeah,
because everybody's heavily involved in football.
like make it like I don't know, end of April to like September, and then
I
we can get the playoffs into the first week of November, and that's
With you,
cool.
man.
so this is my thing when it comes to scheduling the sports. I think every major sport should start on a holiday or a holiday weekend. So, for example, the NFL used to begin before Labor Day. It starts the week of Labor Day, right? So you have that.
Mhm.
I think the
Mhm.
NBA should start on Christmas. The
Mhm.
kickoff be Christmas Day, and baseball's first game should be Memorial Day weekend.
Uh,
That'd be tough. That'd be tough on travel though. That's a lot.
You just
Because
played
you
it.
can't make it like I don't want them to make it like 130 games. That like I don't know if you do that.
each one got
That's too
a
short.
pitch.
You might push
Mm,
the
mm,
season
mm,
back a little bit further into November, maybe, or no,
mm.
not November. You probably I would
What
do
do
for
you do?
Memorial Day weekend. You do June,
So
July, August, September. The playoffs start right,
so how many
uh,
games you talking about?
maybe
I'm guessing about
120,
100. I'm
120.
about to say 100.
120?
Yeah,
Dang. Oh, 40 games off?
But I mean, hey, at this point, if you keep adding these wild card games, these new rounds or whatever, because like I said, we have a wild card round, best out of three, and then you still have to go through the LDS, LCS, and then the World Series. Like I said, thank God that. And see, my thing is this: I always worry about the weather because if there's a rain delay or something like that, it pushes the World Series a day or so back because of the weather and stuff. So, like I said, this is going to be done on time because there's going to be a game 6, and guess where it's going to be at Toronto. If it rains in Toronto, they can close the dome. They can close it. So they got away. They lucked out with this one. Excuse me, but
That'll be so trash if a New York team goes to the World Series. Any Yankees or Mets, Chicago, whatever. You play World Series games in November? Hell
I'm
no,
telling you, dude. I'm telling you, like, and if you look at the
bro.
NFL, if you look at the NFL, the Super Bowl is going to be freaking around pretty soon. It's going to be around President's Day weekend because of the simple fact
Bro, I
they
don't.
keep starting later. So, and they're trying to get it to where when the season ends, it ends on that Monday. I mean, it ends on that Sunday,
Mhm.
and then Monday's the holiday because so many people call off the day after the Super Bowl because they're so freaking drunk or whatever.
I think, and we gonna move on after this. We go just one more round of 100 pounds after this. I think baseball, if you hit it around that like that last week of April, and then end the regular season at the last week of September, and then have your playoffs till October through about about mid like no like mid November. I think you should be that'll be the perfect time.
But do you do it?
It
But do
won't
you
get too
do it like the
cold. It's
World
not gonna
Baseball
snow or
Classic
nothing
then?
like that.
No, but I'm saying, do you do it? Or do you kind of do it like the World Baseball Classic, where you have your playoff games in warm cities or places where there's domes? Because
Neutral cities.
yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I don't think so. Only because I feel like it. Um, I feel like home field is kind of there too sometimes. Like even
Right.
though
Yeah,
even
it's a
though
part of the
yeah.
ambiance of the
So
whole
so that
game.
I
Hmm.
know what I said before was like I think baseball and hockey are two kind of even field like playing things like cases. I meant for like the weather stuff like that. Like I have a hard time seeing Philly be as good in the playoffs if they're not in Philadelphia. I have a hard time seeing the Yankees. Well, thank God the Yankees are not good in the playoffs. The Yankees not being as good in like Texas, for example, compared to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like there's
Hmm.
some level of it that actually adds competitive advantage to it. But I don't think that it should be like put all the games in like Miami or Texas or LA or San Diego or whatever. Like, I don't know.
I just think you got to find how many games first. Like I think you got to kind of come to a conclusion on what you're going to shorten it to, and then you can see where you're putting it. Because you also got to think about travel for the teams if you're going in a short amount of condensed
Hmm.
time, paying too many games in a row. Like these dudes need off times too. And if you maybe shorten the season, maybe you could give them 2 or 3 more days off. You know what I'm saying, for health purposes
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Like you got to find the medium in the games if you're going to shorten the games. But I don't think they're going to have to do that anyway. because I don't ever think the players will go for it, and so it's really a moot point.
Yeah,
But
because
I
it's
I
all
don't
think the
know.
about the money.
players or the owners, players or owners
Yeah,
won't go
that for
for it
that
this
amount too.
short of the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for that too.
So,
The
but
worst.
but I'm glad that we were able to talk about this because that was very important that what we actually are going to talk about wrestling. But no, we got a great show lined up for you. Give you we're going to talk about SmackDown, Raw, also Saturday night main event is coming up this Saturday from Salt Lake City. So a lot going on. Let's go ahead and get started. WWE SmackDown took place Friday, and Fair is going to tell us all about SmackDown on what happened. Fair, what happened on SmackDown?
Cody came back. Drew said it wasn't my fault.
It ain't
Jimmy
my
came out of
fault.
nowhere and said, "Drew, I'm gonna slap the shit out you," and then they fought. No, actually, it was a pretty good SmackDown. Actually, a couple of big notes in my opinion. We got the turn of Jade finally. I think I've been calling for that for I don't know how long. Got to turn her heel. My bad. Yeah, you got to turn her heel because I think it'll unleash her. So I'm happy for that. She got a title match. Hopefully, we finally get her to win and stop doing the bridesmaid thing. Drew and Cody had a lot of context added to it, I think. But then also tying in Jimmy because he thinks he attacked Jacob. So I feel like that is definitely building, I think, to Survivor Series, in my opinion. I don't know. I kind of feel like Cody and Drew are going to be in that match, but I'm trying to put the team together and how that would happen. So I'm still just not quite sure how that's going to tie in, but I think Jimmy is the conduit to it. But all in all, it was good. Yeah, the main event was Drew versus Jimmy. Decent match, but he left both of them laying. It's always interesting. Like I feel like if you leave them laying the week before the pay-per-view, I feel like that's a sign. Like they're telling you who's gonna win. But yeah, I thought SmackDown was a really good match. Which I thought about Jade finally turning heel. And if y'all saw the clips or anything of how that happened, how'd y'all feel about that?
I think it's great for Jay to turn heel. I think Fair. I know you and I have talked about this about when we felt that Jade was going or Jade and Bianca were going to feud, and that Bianca would be the one to turn heel, and Jade would be the face of that of that feud, and Bianca would probably carry that feud. But no, I think this is a good thing for her. Gives her a fresh outlook, a fresh take on her character, rather, and I think
Mhm.
it's something that's needed. Um, because for some reason, I mean, Bianca was gone for what forever. It felt like she was gone for a good minute. But no, I think it's very good. It gives her a fresh take, and it gives them some options too on SmackDown as far as having a heel. Because I think for some reason when people turn heel, it just gives them a whole avenue of
Gives them
freedom.
freedom. Yeah.
Exactly, it gives them freedom. And it allows them to really explore and really what's the word I'm looking for? Just go with it. They don't have to be constrained or rather be constricted because they're a face. I think this is very good for her, and I'm happy for her. And I'm hoping WWE does not drop the ball with her now being heel. I really hope they don't drop the ball.
For sure.
Go ahead, James.
I loved it. They finally decided to do something different instead of just dragging it along. Um, her work in AEW as a heel was very good when she was a TBS champion.
Mm.
Um, and I'm glad that they're gonna maybe capitalize on a little bit more. It does open up a lot of avenues and a lot of matchups with her going forward. You can obviously do more Tiffany Stratton matches. You could do You could probably do maybe like whenever Bianca's ready and healthy to come back, you could do that. That's always in your back pocket, I feel like. And it just like allows her to just be herself. Like I feel like there's no like what's the word I'm looking for here? There's no like forcedness. Like it's not like, putting a square hole, putting a square peg in a round hole kind of thing with her. Like it's very much like a go be natural.
Mm.
One of her things was whenever she was a heel at that time, it was always I am that bitch in AEW. She can easily lean into that. And she could always say, yeah, I am that bitch. I am the strongest. I am the fastest. I am this. I am that. And it just allows her to just air out what she wants to do and what she feels like she has to do. And I'm glad they're trying to go into this direction. Now, what I will say I do think is interesting is I wonder how close Bianca is to coming back because we haven't heard anything from her in a long time. So I do wonder how close she truly is to coming back because
Yeah.
they don't have a lot of faces on SmackDown that can really be challengeable threats to her, unless they call up some people from NXT to do that for the time being. But there's really not a lot of good options for baby faces on SmackDown that should have done this. Not that that's a problem; they needed to do it, but
I
gonna,
would say pay attention to her IG and her YouTube page,
okay.
and you'll see how close she is. Because I don't think she's far away.
It was a
Yeah,
it was a messed up finger, right? That she hurt.
she broke
Yeah,
her
it was
finger.
some like a limit. At least she broke her finger, but like a ligament wouldn't allow her like to bend her fucking finger.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's
right,
what
right,
they were
right.
waiting
Okay.
on. I think she had like surgery on it, and they were waiting for the flexibility to come back. But I watch her. I pay attention to everybody's stuff on social media because this is how my feed goes. And you see her videos where she is kind of she's getting there. I don't know if it's like full. Like I don't pay attention to it like that, but I don't see no like before you would see like she would move her hand and her finger would not move. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
So that's what it
Yeah,
was.
I think she caught. I think I read that she got her finger caught in Rhea Ripley's gear at WrestleMania. I think I read that somewhere. So
Something like that. And then I think on the final move, that's kind of when that she landed on it, the way
yeah,
that they landed on it, kind of finished it off. But yeah, her finger was like immobile for a little while, so
Mm.
she probably just had to get physical therapy a lot on that. But I'll get to that point when I talk about picks because I got some wild shit that I'm just gonna fire off and see what happens. I don't care.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh man. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that's telling us Fair has a whole lot of conspiracies that's going to be
I got
taking place this
conspiracy.
Saturday.
I am madlock, bro. I am madlocking this shit. Dead
It's like
ass.
it's like the gif you see on Twitter or Instagram of the guy sitting in the room, whatever. He's got all the different circles and where the things lead to.
Yep.
He's sitting there like, this is what this is, and then what that
Yep.
is, and then this and this and this and that, and it's going to be all over the place, red circles and
Dead
X
ass.
marks and everything.
Right. I stayed up. I'm looking like I stayed up 24 hours just thinking about all 15 different ways yeah, that's what I'm doing. Crossing it, it's all crossed. All of that. Nah. I just want to see what happens because I'm predicting some wild shit
Ooh.
and I'm just gonna see what happens.
All right.
I'm not
So,
even know.
all right. So everybody, stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and jump to Monday Night Raw, which took place, and yeah, Monday Night Raw. Yeah, things got pretty interesting. James, you want to you? Oh my goodness! Oh, that's from early. Okay, I just saw the replay of Kiki Hernandez in the home run. I apologize.
This
That was a replay, ladies and gentlemen. I
this
literally
dude
looked up
is
and I was like, what the
wild right now.
wow. Um,
Wild right
but
now.
James, you want to go ahead and start us off with what happened on Monday Night Raw?
Monday.
Monday,
Monday.
Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
excuse my
Yeah.
excuse my partner to my
Yeah.
right here, or left on your screen,
Yeah.
right on my screen.
Yeah.
It's Monday Night Raw, not Monday.
Monday.
Monday. It's Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw is a very solid episode. Um, obviously they had the interaction between CM Punk and Jey Uso, which was really well put together. I thought that they did the best they could for what's been going on with the situation, unfortunately, with Seth Rollins. And it was a good way to kind of kickstart the hype to the event. I thought Penta and Rusev was a solid match. Nothing really spectacular and crazy, just a solid match between two very good workers. The interruptions by the Los Americanos, or whatever they're called, who is just Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, and Ludwig Kaiser at this point, is kind of
is that what that is?
I think so. I think it's Bate, Dunne, and Ludwig Kaiser. I'm pretty sure it is because Tyler Bate had a tattoo on his left or right arm. I don't know which arm he has the sleeve on, but it was the same tattoo. So you have that going on right now. And obviously that set up the triple threat between Dom, Penta, and Rusev at Saturday Night Main Event. So that's going to be good. Nikki Bella and Roxanne was a decent match for what it was worth. Shout out to Roxanne Perez finally getting a win on Monday Night Raw. Yes, Lord. Thank you. I do like how they're teasing the 75 Kerr interactions. What I did like, what I thought was actually really cool, and it's a lot of faith in Raquel, is that they're kind of hinting at a 75 Kerr and Raquel Rodriguez feud in the future. That is something I actually do want to see because Big Mommy Cool has improved a lot in the past year.
Cooking. No,
and I think, she has been
cooking.
So I think it's a good step for her to put her in that main event picture. And it also kind of adds intrigue for whenever Liv Morgan decides to show back up, because you can always say, when you were around, I never had these opportunities. When I was with Roxanne, now I have all the opportunities in the world, do what I want to do. Now I can be the woman of the show. So that's very interesting. Obviously, I would love to see it. I think a lot of the WWE universe would like to see Big Mommy Cool being involved in a world title picture. So that's really fun and really exciting. I'm excited to see what they do with that. And then obviously you had the LA Knight and Braun Breaker match. I'm just using this plug right now. We want LA Knight. We want LA Knight. Triple H ain't slick with it with the graphic right above Jey Uso. And I said, we want LA Knight. And right on the grid, right underneath to Jey Uso. Triple H, you ain't slick. The production camera ain't slick. We know what you were trying to do there. We know exactly what you're trying to do. This is not Triple H state media. Okay? It's a free world. But anyway, that was a very good match between Braun Breaker and LA Knight. They have really good chemistry. So it really helped them out along the way. A couple of scary spots for Braun Breaker, though. I'm not going to lie to you. When he went to do the Frankenstein off the top rope, and LA Knight went underneath and he pushed him, and I think it, accidental contact, whatever. But very good match between the both of them. I feel like Braun Breaker Braun Breaker and LA Knight are very good with each other in the ring, so that obviously helps them put on good matches along the way. Solid match. And then you had the JD and Sheamus match, which I'll be honest with you, I didn't really see because I was busy doing stuff. That was like the bathroom break match of the night for me.
It was cooking.
I saw that match. Yeah, that was a good match.
JD McDonough, very, very good wrestler. Now, that's a guy to me that if they had a TV title, I know we mentioned this last week, if they had a TV title, he should be a part of that group because he's been putting on matches consistently for weeks upon weeks, and he's done a great job with it. Anybody in the ring with him and whatever, tag teams, single matches, whatever. Great worker. It'd be nice if they rewarded him in some other way, obviously. And then you had the tag team championship match between Bayley and Lyra and obviously Charlotte and Alexa. Very good match. I thought very solid.
Very good. Very solid.
I stick to my motto. I stick to my guns. Bird Lady, she puts on bangers. No matter what she does, she always puts on bangers. I really like the Bayley and Lyra pairing up very well. I think it's working for the most part. I don't see any problems with it. And the revival of Charlotte Flair's career has really been something to see with Alexa Bliss. And it's something that they really kind of worked on. And it just works well with this current landscape of WWE. Very solid match. And I thought that it was probably the best match of the night. So they saved the best for last. And that was very good, obviously. The one thing I did find interesting, though, was obviously they had the Kabuki Warrior interaction with Lyra at some point during the show, and they didn't attack Bailey, which I found interesting because obviously you have the um, damage control memory to say there. So that was really interesting because obviously they were going to attack Lyra, and then Bailey steps in, and it's like, oh yeah, wow, we were friends with you, And I wonder if that kind of plays in the Bailey psyche a little bit. Obviously, because she's still kind of the little in and out, kind of crazy, like damage control, ding dong, whatever she does now. So I'm curious to see how that kind of plays back. I do wonder though, because of this, I wonder if a certain superstar might be coming back because we haven't heard anything from her in a long time. I wonder what Dakota Kai's up to for the time being.
I thought she signed somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I thought she got released.
She did get released. I thought she signed somewhere, didn't she?
I didn't see anything. I knew AEW was interested, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But I definitely agree with you. I appreciate you trying to leave out, the promo seg between Jey Uso and CM Punk. I appreciate that. To talk about an LA Knight Braun Breaker match.
It didn't do nothing. It didn't do anything.
It didn't do anything. So okay, y'all just haters, bro. What did Jey Uso do, bro? What did he do?
He's just,
I don't understand how you mad because somebody is over and he's getting.
No, I'm not mad that he's over. I'm not mad at that. I mean, to me, it was a good. It was okay. I'm not mad at Jey Uso.
You said promo of the year. I don't know about that. That might be a
promo of the year.
Oh my God! Oh, okay.
Obviously, I'm joking.
So fair is blazing. So fair is doing some serious blazing here.
I don't know, man.
Obviously, I'm joking.
I don't know, man. You're the Samoan guy here, so I don't know. You know. So I don't know.
I ain't Samoan. I'll be in the WWE. I'll be in WWE if I'm Samoan, I think. But
I think we all would be.
Listen, I just want y'all the hatred. It's just y'all don't even want to acknowledge good shit that he did, bro. It's just crazy. Not y'all. I'm not talking about y'all too. I'm talking about the internet audience that are about to watch this. It's just y'all can't give him props. They had a good promo. He flipped everything Punk said to him. Oh, you painted me like the bad guy because I did something for myself. That's all right. Let's go. I've been in deep waters before. I know how to swim. Let's go. What you talking about? What I'm gonna do, bro? Y'all okay, man? Y'all good. Y'all good. It was all right. Okay. But if LA Knight said some shit like that, by the way, hey, LA Knight, good promo in the back. Good promo in the back. Fucking backstage king this guy is. Listen, I don't know. Y'all, go ahead. Yeah. Why can't everybody eat? Why can't it be Jay turn this year and then let LA Knight go win the Royal Rumble or something? I got some wild ass predictions about that shit too. But
I mean, look. I'm not opposed to LA Knight winning the Royal Rumble. I'm not opposed to it. That'd be pretty cool. But I had a feeling who might win it because of where it is. But I don't know if they're going to do that. So I wouldn't be opposed if LA Knight won. And to be honest with you, I hope he beats the Samoan Cinematic Universe on the way to the title. I hope he does.
It's room for everybody over here. Look, we letting Cody eat. Look at Cody. What you mean? You just got to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? We putting you in the situations where you need to perform. You haven't really performed yet.
Although I
need you to get on the level.
I will say I do find it interesting that the 4 people in the WrestleMania poster are 3 out of 4 big main eventers, and you have Brock Lesnar. So I do have
Let's talk about that for a second. So obviously everybody knows what the ad was that they were teasing for the whole weekend It turns out to be a WrestleMania poster. Who did it have? It had Cody, it had Roman, CM Punk,
Brock.
Brock Lesnar,
Paul Heyman
Was
and
and
Seth in
Triple
there?
H.
Paul Heyman and Triple H. Those
Yeah.
were everybody in there. I feel like to play devil's advocate real quick, I feel like they got to put something out with the women, but only if you know what the women's scene is, you got to put something out with the women because that's kind
No,
of cool.
Yeah.
I agree. What
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar is involved. The guy just fucking showed back up 2 months ago. Rhea
Right.
Ripley's a bigger star.
Right,
Stephanie Vaquer would have made a lot of sense there.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But you do Brock Lesnar.
But maybe,
I don't.
but maybe they got something they just haven't,
I mean-
released. Let them that marketing team do what they do. I'm pretty sure they do. They got something. I just,
Can I have a quick crash out session about Brock Lesnar real quick?
Go ahead.
The
Crash
guy
out.
comes.
crash outs
The
are a
guy.
good thing.
See, with him being in that promo, that promotional poster for WrestleMania, the guy doesn't show up for months. For months, he shows up at SummerSlam. Wow, amazing, crazy pop, ridiculous. Wrestles at WrestlePalooza. Haven't heard a word from him since. Did he even mention why he attacked John Cena? Did he even mention why he got into a match with John Cena? I can think of no. But you put that guy on the promotional poster, a mercenary, a guy that only comes back for the money, and then he disappears, and that's it. But you don't put Rhea Ripley on it, who's probably the most over superstar you have, male or female. You don't put Stephanie Vaquer on there, male or female, one of the most popular wrestlers they have in the world. You don't do that. But you'll put a mercenary on there because for whatever reason, this company just gives Brock Lesnar the golden carpet treatment every single time. For what I don't know. For what I have no idea. But please tell me why you can't get Rhea Ripley on there. You can't get Jay Cargill on there even. You can't get Stephanie Vaquer on there. You couldn't put Jey Uso on there. You had to put Brock Lesnar on there. Hell, you couldn't even put Drew McIntyre on there. You couldn't do that. Seriously? But you put Brock Lesnar on there, the guy probably won't show up to WrestleMania anyway. So what's the point? I mean, maybe it's something because Vegas is about money and he's about his money. So maybe that makes sense. But what the fuck, man? There's so many more marketable stars you have, and you put Brock Lesnar on there. Seriously? Come on, man. Come on. Done. Crash out.
I think it
Somewhat
goes.
over.
I think it goes to Fair's point as far as who's going to generate money for the company. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I agree with a lot that you said, James. But Brock Lesnar, is going to bring in money for this company. He's been doing it
Oh, I know.
for years.
I know.
You know, but I agree. At this point, we don't need to see Brock Lesnar. We could have had somebody else, Stephanie Vaquer, um, Rhea Ripley, Jay Uso, anybody. But I get exactly what you're saying as to why they have Brock Lesnar on there. It's more so because of the fact they have a plan for him, and because he brings them money. He's a guaranteed money maker.
And I forgot.
And so good.
I forgot. It's not Stephanie Vaquer. It's Stephanie Velcro. My apologies.
Exactly. Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, you're right. Stephanie Velcro. You're absolutely right.
That's Stephanie Velcro.
Yo, she's goated just for saying that shit.
Uh-huh.
She's goated just for saying that shit. But okay, so listen. I mean, I don't think you said anything crazy. It's just though, but here's what I say. Somebody who makes more money than somebody else is always going to be put on a promotional poster. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm pretty sure in January or February we're going to get the same shit with the women and showing you who are Becky, Rhea, if Liv comes back, if all these people, whatever. I'm sure it'll be that same thing. It was just the first thing that came out to drum up more attention to get them some sales. So what do? You put Roman, you put Cody, you put Punk, you put Brock on a poster with a scheming Triple H and Paul Heyman at a high stakes poker table. Also, I don't know if anybody else noticed, the demon puppet was in the middle. Just I don't know if
Oh,
Then
you noticed that.
I didn't catch that.
I did
Y'all
see
noticed
some.
that.
I did see something about that.
I just know y'all noticed. I put in the chat that clearly tells me again, y'all don't pay attention to me in the chat. I'm trying to give y'all knowledge. Y'all don't care.
No,
Y'all
no,
just be like,
stop it. I pay attention.
whatever,
I pay attention. The problem is sometimes
whatever.
I filter out to
It's
the
like
Samoan
whatever.
stuff, and sometimes I miss it.
It's not even that much Samoan stuff in there.
It's a
But
ton of Samoan stuff. He spammed the hell out of that chat with
no,
Samoan
I
stuff.
don't. No, I don't. You're right. Yeah, it's just you see it. He's sitting with Triple H in the middle there. So might get the demon. Maybe a demon in a lucha match. Ooh, that's fire. I like it.
What
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since he's done it, and I feel like
they've
the
been
last
teasing
time.
that for a while. They've
Yeah,
been
I
teasing
feel
that for a while.
when he first showed up in NXT and doing the demon stuff, I thought it was ridiculous. I thought it was one of the best things he ever did. Obviously, he bought it from New Japan and stuff like that, but when he first showed up, I was like, "That's fucking awesome," because then he would
Mm-hmm.
do specific, like he would do Venom, right, and then he would do something else, and it would like be really cool to see because it gave him like creative freedom, right? Not that he's a bad wrestler; he's a great wrestler. It's just that when he was the demon, he always elevated. So I'm glad that maybe they'll actually put forth into this.
Yeah, hopefully, it'll be something fun. But I just thought that was cool that the puppet was there. They're probably selling a bunch of those puppets, so they put it right there. Said, "Hey, look, more puppets." But yeah, I'm not saying a trip. I don't trip over stuff like that. Like, it's not like they don't give the women proper promotion. Like, they put Rhea Ripley is everywhere. When Liv Morgan was actually wrestling and there she was everywhere. Becky's everywhere. Like the stars that transcend to be in that promotional type scheme are promoted, and then whoever they're pushing will be promoted there with them. I don't have a problem. I have a problem more with the way they write on TV for women than promotional stuff, because everybody gets it. It'll be out there. We all know that. That's why I don't crash out about those things, because 5 seconds later they're gonna, as soon as everybody starts talking about it, they're gonna put a promotional piece out there for it.
Yeah,
So
you know what it is? I've just become very anti Brock Lesnar.
yeah, it was more
I'm,
about Brock than the promotional piece.
yes, that's what it comes down to. It's not more or less because like I don't
I
think
agree that I don't think they need him anymore.
I don't think they
I
need him,
don't.
and
Roman
it
is
was like
Brock now. Shit. I mean, that's what we homegrown Brock now again. So why do we have another Brock? Two Brocks don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Money, money is common common denominator. So that's pretty much what it comes down to.
and
Um,
As Little Wayne once said, too much money ain't enough money.
exactly. I agree. Great line, by the way. Saturday night's main event. That is coming up, and look, see, ladies and gentlemen, see, I'm giving y'all some game. I'm giving y'all little nuggets. Fair went and grabbed his whole conspiracy pad right there, because he's got a whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch of conspiracies that he's getting ready to
Mm-hmm.
uh, tell us.
Mm-hmm.
But Saturday night's main event
Mm-hmm.
it has 4 matches. This Saturday, Drew versus Cody, CM Punk versus Jade versus Tiffany Stratton, and Dominic against Penta and Rusev. So all the belts will be on the line for this. Or no, outside of the Punk and Jay Uso. No, yeah, no, Punk and Jay Uso. That's for the belt. Yeah, that's for the belt. So yeah, all the belts will be on the line. All the major ones will be on the line this Saturday as Saturday night's main event. And you know what? Looking at this, and we'll kind of talk about it, but this could be a heel night. This could be a heel night. What do y'all think about that?
Something has to happen. They spoke about making
I was
creative
muted that whole
changes.
time. Damn.
They spoke about making creative challenges, and this is the time to do it. If you obviously have a vacant championship. Whatever you decide to do with that, you have that, right? I don't see a reason not to put the belt on Cody. I don't see a Cody. Drew. I don't see a reason not to put the belt on Jay Cargill. And I don't see a reason to not keep the belt on Dom Mysterio. Now, if they add anything else along the way, whatever. But I don't see a reason for them to consistently keep what they have the status quo is, because it's almost kind of very boring to just kind of see like what you're going to get, right? So you're better off kind of just throwing something a little different into the wind and seeing how far it takes you. They spoke about taking chances and everything, but let's see how true they want to push it.
I think I feel like wild shit is fitting to happen on this PLE. One for one, it's not a network special anymore. It's a regular, like, a lot of time PLE. So it's not like all those stupid commercials that was happening on NBC. That's not happening. This is a regular.
It's on ESPN.
Regular.
Is it on ESPN?
No, it's on Peacock. It's on Peacock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exclusively on Peacock. So it's just a regular streaming.
Oh yeah, Saturday Night Main Event.
PLE.
Duh. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So that right there tells me, since it's regularly formatted, that this is going to be a traditional 2.5 hour type situation. I think. I mean, let's just go ahead and get into it. You want to go straight to the Jey Uso? Or you want to pick in which one you want to go first? Who starts off? We got to do what we do. Who starts off and who's the main event?
Go ahead.
Main opener, Jey Uso and CM Punk is the one that starts it.
I agree.
Yeah, I can see that. I was gonna say Cody Drew, but nah, I see Punk and Jey Uso kick things off.
You know my theory. If Jey Uso's in a big match, you start that bitch off, because that shit is going to be tired for like 2 or 3 matches after that. They gonna yeet all over the place, bro. It's just you gotta let the people rest.
I also think
start it off.
I also think Cody, being the main face of the company, like actively, like full time, one of them, I think he always should close out the show. So I also think that kind of plays into it as well.
I just think the WWE title should always close out the show. Period. I don't care who's the champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's the title.
Well, I'm just saying because he has the title right now.
Yeah. It's more, for me though. It's more about the title than It will always be about like the W. I don't care if the trashiest wrestler is the WWE title, has WWE title. They're going on last if that's booked there. So that's just me. That's just the old school pure person in me. That title should be the last thing we see on a pay-per-view if it's booked there. But yeah, I do think I'm picking shenanigans all over the place, just by the way. So I definitely think you do the Jey Uso CM Punk match first, because I think it's gonna be a bunch of shenanigans in that shit. That's gonna be like newsworthy type shit, that type of wrestling. And then I think we get a shocker title change, and I think Drew's gonna win. I'll put that out there. I've been very vocal on all social media platforms. Drew McIntyre needs to win that title of Cody and let them have a big long feud through WrestleMania or some shit. Like that needs to happen. I want that for Drew. Yeah, that needs to happen ASAP. Before he goes off and does his movie, I want him to have his shine, that run through WrestleMania. Win, lose, or draw at WrestleMania, who cares? I just want him to have that run so he can have it in front of fans and do what he wants to do. So he should win that match. But yeah, I think main event Cody Drew, opener Jey Uso and CM Punk.
I don't see any other way how the card should really open and close. The Jey Uso and CM Punk match, I do have a feeling. I'm basically going to piggyback off what you said. I do have a feeling that Braun Breaker is going to get involved one way or the other. Only because I feel like them being cheated out of the Battle Royale. on.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pick the matches. So who does everybody have? Go ahead. You had something.
I have
My
Jay.
bad.
I have Jay Uso winning. I have Jay Uso winning.
Jay Uso
I
winning.
think I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I have Jay
Okay.
Uso winning. I think they're gonna. I was thinking about CM Punk. The only reason why I think they're gonna put the belt back on Jay Uso for this reason. I think him giving up that belt, him losing that belt to Gunther, so Gunther could have that title match against Goldberg earlier in the summer or back in the summer. I think they're gonna pay him back. I think they're gonna scratch his back off that and say, "Hey, thanks for what you did. Here's the title." It would be great for CM Punk to win it, and then have that going into WrestleMania if and when Seth Rollins comes back during that time. But no, I think Jay Uso is getting that belt back. I think he's getting that belt back, and I think we're going to see a change in him. I think we're going to see a change in him. So
Now,
give me Jay.
do we have to pick a winner, or could I go with what I was saying?
I mean, you can go
Pick
with
what
what
you
you're
pick.
saying, but I mean,
Pick
yeah.
what you pick.
I think the match ends in shenanigans. I think it's a disqualification. So I
Mm.
think Braun Breaker gets involved in one way, form, or the other. I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy Uso tries to help out Jay along the way and maybe accidentally cost him, maybe, or something, or maybe he helps him. I don't know. I think Jimmy Uso's the big wild card in this. If I had to say, if you told me I had to pick one winner, obviously I can't pick the disqualification thing. I'll be different. I'll take CM Punk.
Nah,
But
pick what you pick.
if
We here to make weight, bro. If you think they gonna leave that shit vacant, then pick it. That is
I think
fine.
then I think they're gonna keep it vacated and have kind of like
Hey,
a no one has it until it's definitively decided kind of moment.
I like it. I wouldn't mind it if it was vacant, to be honest with you. And then, have that as a carrot somewhere to pay off, however y'all gonna do. I'm gonna pick what I pick, but I do have a theory in that if they do leave it vacant, then that title is gonna be up for grabs in the Royal Rumble at Saudi. Think about it. So what would Saudi love? A Royal Rumble with the title? They would love that. They would absolutely do that, bro. I'm telling you, if it's vacant, if they leave it vacant with the shenanigans, they are putting that title up at Royal Rumble. Book it. If that's how that shit ends, that's the play for the title, bro.
So let me counteract that theory with this theory. What if that's a gateway to see how Braun Breaker does with the belt? You want to establish
I can
dominance
see
with him,
that.
right? You want to
I can
establish
see
dominance.
that.
You want to establish
I can see
dominance with him,
that.
right?
Do you think
See that.
Braun Breaker coming out with that belt on Raw recently was a test just to see how the crowd was how the
Oh, of
crowd
course.
reacted?
What do I
Yeah,
say about WWE, bro?
yeah.
What do I say what they do, bro? But they crowdsource everything. Of course. They wanted to see what the crowd reacted to, and everybody reacted the same way we thought they would. They went wild for it. So yeah, they always
Okay.
crowdsource and shit.
I
But
think
I think I got a different lane for Braun that keeps him elevated. And it's funny that you went on the rant that you went on, because I think Braun Breaker is going to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
I do too. I do too. I think
I think that's the match.
I think his only two matches, Braun Breaker, are Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. I think
Brock
those are the
Lesnar.
only two acceptable matches that you could have.
And you need Roman somewhere else, so you give him Brock. You give him with Brock.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
why I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense for me too. But let me pick the match. Hold on, let me pick the match. Let me pick the match, and we can jump into it. I'm picking CM Punk to win. Here's what I'm cooking. Here's what
after
I'm
all that
cooking.
glazing you did for Jey Uso. But go ahead,
Chris,
go ahead, enlighten us.
Chris, you know damn well I'm the most sarcastic, joking ass dude in America when it comes to wrestling. So you know what I be doing. You just think it's funny and it's cool. So we could. Listen, CM Punk wins. James, you said Braun Breaker's gonna interfere. I agree with you. It's gonna interfere to cause Jey Uso the match, and Punk is gonna turn heel and join the Vision. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Mm.
Yes, he is.
Wait a minute. So wait a
Yes,
minute.
he
So
is.
say that again, fair for everybody. So in the back, say that again.
Punk is going to win, turn heel, and join the Vision.
At Saturday's main event.
They're missing a big heel. That faction was the heel faction. If you turn Punk, that would light the wrestling world on fire, bro. Turn Punk, and you will gain the momentum back to get into WrestleMania condition, bro. Punk, if you have Punk join the Vision, that sets up partly for the next Survivor Series. That sets up Roman versus Punk at WrestleMania. Telling you that's the play. Punk is turned. Punk is turned. And Punk is gonna go back to the dark side to his friend.
I don't think that is completely outlandish.
Yeah.
But I will say I don't think that's the best decision they can realistically make at this time. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just believe that for everything that happened with CM Punk and Paul Heyman and from WrestleMania on with Seth Rollins, I have a hard time seeing CM Punk being the leader. Now, what is interesting though, because maybe you saw what I saw, I did see something that WWE did file a trademark for something called the OG Heyman guys.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you say that, I don't think it's out of the realm, but I don't think it's the smartest decision for them. Only because I think if you're gonna do that, then you have to be willing to accept that Paul Heyman is essentially taking a backseat to this. And I don't think
Paul Heyman has always been an accessory. You're putting Paul Heyman and CM Punk back together.
right,
Do we
but
not remember those times?
But I also don't want to see. I want to see Braun Breaker become the guy. I do not want to see him be. I don't want to see him go from being, even though he's not a lackey. I don't want to see him being Seth Rollins' lackey to being CM Punk's lackey. I think it would just
that's how you book over that with opponents. If Braun is going to be attacked by Brock Lesnar, that's not a lackey, bro. He handling his business. If Punk and Roman is the feud going into WrestleMania season, then that means they're interacting. Dude, that's not being a lackey. Braun is handling his business. That's how I feel when I say that, when I'm so ignorant about when I say Jay is not a heel is because, bro, the point of, I think my mic is way too loud. The point of, that's better. The point of, huh? That's a little too low.
Turn up just a smidget. Just a smidget.
What about now?
That's good.
Good.
That's good.
Okay. The point of what I'm saying is that they can all coexist together and still be after single success. It doesn't make Jey Uso a bad guy to sit here and say, "Oh, bro, listen, I'm trying to get these M's. You got to go." That's not a bad thing. I'm sorry. That's not a bad thing, bro. I understand we are together, but when I get this title, that means my check go up. That means I'm feeding my kids. They get that PlayStation they want. Like, that's not a bad thing to provide. It doesn't matter if, you have a group of people, but they all fighting for the same thing. If Braun Breaker is going against Brock Lesnar, what is the profile of Braun Breaker? Is it a lackey?
No, it's not. But I don't think I would want to. I would want to see him take more of a prominent role than to have him be more or less the guy behind somebody else again. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to see them develop him into something more. Even though he's basically there already, I just would rather see them put the focus on him compared to putting him with CM Punk.
So
If that
you
makes some
were
sense.
cool with him doing it for Seth, but you're not cool with it doing for Punk.
It's not
I
that I
mean, if
wouldn't
he
be.
was going to be in a group, and they're not, by the way, they're not taking him out of the group. By the way, they're
Mhm.
still pretty much together. It's a group. So if you're going to put him in a group and you replace Seth with Punk, what's the difference? If you were cool with it then,
I
you should
don't.
be cool with it now.
I don't see. I don't see a reason to put Punk as the leader. Now, I'm not saying it's not a bad idea from you. It's not. I just don't want to see it end up in that direction. It's not that I don't see CM Punk being a bad guy. I just have a hard time seeing it that being the creative direction after everything that you did from WrestleMania on with Punk and Rollins going after each other, and then you have the big turn at SummerSlam when he basically pulled the Kevin Nash and got rid of the crutches and the leg brace. I have a hard time seeing that as like a believable thing where CM Punk and him were kind of back together. I think Brock Lesnar's the more reasonable one than CM Punk would be. Now, I'm not saying Brock. I'm not saying. I'm just using an example. I'm not saying Brock Lesnar makes sense in that department. I'm just using it as an example.
No. We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah.
What's the second match then?
The
Uh,
second match, I think, is going to be. Oh man, I think it might be Tiffany Stratton and Jade.
I think it's the triple threat.
yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like the triple threat will be there too. That's probably the next one I would imagine they'd start it with. We'll
Yeah,
let
I
that be
mean
like the cool down.
you gotta put the women's title semi main event. Then
Okay.
you gotta go triple threat.
Okay. Um, triple threat is Rusev. I think Penta gets it. Well, I don't know because Dom is super over right now, man. He is super over.
Yeah, it's
But
hard to
man,
take
I
the
don't.
title off him.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know what? Dom keeps. Dom retains.
I don't. I don't see a world where Dom doesn't win. I do have a feeling though that title reign is ending soon, but I have a funny feeling that it's not going to be a. It's not going to be on Saturday. I think it ends in Survivor Series, but I don't. I see him doing some rabbit out of the hat kind of finish, like he's been doing recently to trying to make him the next Eddie Guerrero.
Hmm.
But I do think that he wins, and I think his next opponent is John Cena at Survivor Series.
If they better not put the Intercontinental title on John Cena. They better not. That'd be hilarious. Wouldn't that make him a Grand Slam champion? He's never had the
That's why
Intercontinental champion.
he never had the Intercontinental Championship.
They're gonna give him.
Which is odd. For some, I always thought he. Oh Lord, I always thought he had it.
I always felt like it was an
Bro, if they
opposite
do
brand
that,
of
I
him.
swear to God, bro. If they do that, I swear to God.
You wouldn't be a fan of that?
That'd be funny. No, I would not be a fan of that. No. You wouldn't see the Intercontinental title for like 2 months.
No, you wouldn't. His next match is 2 weeks later.
How is it 2 weeks later? What do you mean?
In the garden.
When is Survivor Series?
November
The
29th.
20, the 20, yeah.
His final match is December 13th.
Oh no, the 30th, because the 29th is on a Friday.
So
Yeah.
that would have, but the only way that works is that would mean Dominic Mysterio is his final opponent, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't know about that.
What if it ends up being Gunther wins the title back?
The Intercontinental title?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like an LA Knight need to take that off of Dominic because it ain't. I don't even do nothing else. He ain't doing
That'd
nothing
be a
Yeah,
else.
perfect spot. That'd be a perfect
I
spot
mean,
for him.
it would make sense for I guess like a transitional championship again, but I don't know. I have a
I
hard
don't
time
know
seeing
who you taking. I don't know. Why would you take the belt off Dom? I mean, he's getting over.
only
I mean,
because
you
I
could
feel
give
like
it to Penta. I think if you give it to Penta, it'd be fine. But I think they want to aim to give Penta the 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 AAA championship. I don't remember the name of it is. I apologize.
the Triple H
I think they
championship.
want
Yeah,
to give him
but,
that one.
That's it. Yeah.
I think they want to give him that one.
yeah, but
So
are you gonna keep that? Are you gonna keep another promotions championship belt and put it on another guy from the parent company again?
why
You
not?
know,
It don't matter. They wrestle there. They are there every show. Like I feel like they have a show every month, and those dudes are there every week, Penta included. So like
yeah,
it's
I
one
guess.
company essentially. They treat it like NXT, which I think is great.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we all collectively Dom wins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dom wins.
that one.
Yeah, Dom wins.
Okay, I
Uh,
can't see.
third match, co-main event, Tiffany Stratton against Jade Cargill for the belt. I think Jade wins this match. I think Jade
I think
wins
it's
this
another
match. She finally
situation
gets her
like
mind.
Drew. I think it's another situation like Drew. Like, yo, just let her run with it, bro. What the fuck do you got to lose, my dude? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, just make it impactful. I don't like. I'm sorry,
Um,
Tiffany's
um,
not doing it for me. I don't know if she, like everybody here is just this gun hole Tiffany fan, but yeah, she's great in the
no,
ring. I
I
feel like
like.
a lot of
Yeah.
that luster came off.
I,
Real quick, the Dodgers are down 5-1.
anyway, go Blue Jays. I am a Tiffany
Let
fan.
me check my
Man,
ticket.
I am a Tiffany fan, but the title reign has become a little stale. I think the problem is that they haven't had put good enough opponents in front of her to
Mm-hmm.
really kind of justify it. Obviously,
The
she feuded
women's
with Nia.
division over there is weak as shit.
Exactly. So that's why I think the title reign has kind of been a little like lackluster. And for the fact that it's been the past 10 months, you kind of see it now because now they can only go back to the well so many times. Like you
Mhm.
ran Nia Jax out of town completely, right? You had Jay Cargill now. And then you had nothing else for her. You could have had Julia, but she has the United States Championship. See the Women's United States Championship. So that's all you have. I think Jade wins. But what I need to see in this match is I need to see a squash. I need to see Jade come out there and really just dominate and beat that ass. That's what they
Pretty
need to do.
much, pretty much.
If
Brock Lesnar her.
yes, they need to really kind of not that she doesn't need it, but I want to see it. I want to see it to where like she really squashes Tiffany. And it's like, this is the dominant force, the storm, the eye of the storm. Whatever that gimmick is, it's the storm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am that bitch. Tap into that AEW stuff that you had, and you run with it. Because now you're in the better company with the better promotions. You're in a company that will showcase you more on promotion, promos, and everything, and all that. They'll give you that look. They'll give you everything. I need you to go out and really not prove it,
See,
but you really need to go out and say, "This is my championship. I'm running with this for the next 8 months or whatever, how long they want to do this. Go out and prove it." I think she can, but they really need to just drive it home. And I also
I
think,
don't
I'm
I don't
sorry.
need a squash. You don't need a squash to do that though. Like you give it time.
Well,
Like it don't need to be more than 10 minutes. I probably agree with you there. 10
yeah,
minutes of match time.
yeah.
But I don't know about squash. I want to do Tiffany like that, but I do think there should be a point where um like I don't want to compare it to a male, but it's the only way I can articulate it. Like a Umaga type comeback where he just remember he used to come out, used to beat him down, beat him down. They used to come out and
Mm-hmm.
just beat shit out you for 2 minutes and you're done. Like it needs to be a part where we need to see Jade as that superhero figure, but I'm also going to do this. I'm picking Jade to win. I told you, Wild Shit Wednesdays. That's going to premiere on Friday.
Wild Shit Wednesdays is crazy.
Wild Shit Wednesdays. Listen, Jade wins, Bianca turns heel, costs Tiffany Stratton the title. That's what I'm booking.
No, well, the reason
That's what I'm booking.
the reason
That's what I'm booking.
The reason why I said I need a squash is because they mentioned on I think it was the Twitter page for WWE, they said that Tiffany Stratton has a knee injury. So that's why
that's what they did. That was the angle that they did on SmackDown. They
yes.
she stomped her knee into the ground. So that's kayfabe.
So I know it's kayfabe, obviously, but obviously it's kayfabe and real to whatever the story. That's why I'm saying they really need to go out and make it a squash, because you make it seem like she can't do it. You know what I mean?
Here's what. Okay, I'm gonna meet you halfway. Okay, I don't want to squash. I want a decent 8 to 10 minute match. But as the match goes on, we know. My bad. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was gonna say no. I okay. Do an 8 to 10 match, 8 to 10 minute match, but like towards the end, like give it the appearance of where it looks like Tiffany might be able to defeat her, but Jay just literally towards the end of the match just starts beating the crap out of her. Just starts beating the crap out of her, wears her down, pins her 1, 2, 3, or have her submit or something like that. Because I think at this point with her, especially with her turning heel, you have to do something that catches everybody's attention to where you're like, oh, okay, they're not playing around. Jay went out there and beat the living dog crap out of Tiffany Stratton. They aren't playing.
Yeah,
I think you do that.
That should be the commentary of it. Like, I don't necessarily need it to be a squash. So I'm gonna actually amend what I just said. Jay wins. Bianca doesn't help her, quote unquote, but Bianca does return, and then also beats the brakes off of Tiffany Stratton. And that's how you kind of refuel Tiffany there. You put her against Bianca and have them feud. And then you can, there's a bunch of other people Jay can kind of get over with, beat her champions type shit, that type of shit to try to build her up. But I think think they're going to turn Bianca heel and we're going to put her and Jade together again.
But who do you put as Jade's first feud then? Because you're almost kind of
you can pick a bunch of them. I mean, it doesn't matter if she's finishing. If she's having a strong match, give her Nia, give her Alexa. I mean, give her Julia. I don't think that I just want a strong, cohesive story of when she wins. Just book her right. She has to be booked as a champion. You gave Tiffany Stratton all of those wins and fed her all of that shit. Do that shit to Jade Cargill. It's not hard. Do the same shit. And you got and put better people. You can, look, Charlotte can have a title match every now and again. It's cool that she's tag team champion. She can have a title match every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe they need to put people from Raw and SmackDown too. Maybe they actually do.
I think a draft needs to fucking happen so they can switch these fucking lineups up.
Maybe. To be honest with you, what if you put Lyra on SmackDown? Right? What if you put
you need to bring some of this NXT talent up.
And that's true. With you. But unfortunately, Soruka can't stay healthy.
It sucks for her.
Fatal Attraction. What is it? Fatal Attraction, Fatal Influence.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but the Lacey, what I don't remember her damn name. She had her. Bring her ass up. She ready?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you're gonna call them all up at the same time. Probably only to make sense, right? So that's another heel group. So
Jada Parker, she need to be her ass. Jada Parker don't got nothing to do with NXT.
That's what I'm saying.
Her ass up there.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jada Parker should be up there. Last Legend should be up there. If Soruka can't stay healthy, but what's the odds? You know what I mean? Maybe she's not hurt. I don't fucking know. Honestly,
no, she's hurt.
Okay, yeah, she's hurt. Zarya even. Like, what's she gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jordan Grace.
Well, yeah. Why the fuck is she there?
Jordan Grace. Like
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
that's a good kickoff for Jay Cargill. Jordan Grace, Last Legend, Jada Parker, Lola Vice. I mean, Tatum Paxley just won the belt. She's not coming up anytime soon, right? But you have people in place to do that with. It's just, at some point, like you can't. What are you going to do, Candice LeRae? Okay, we know how it's going to go, right? What are you going to do? You're going to do
Well, I
Meechin?
think you got to do
Okay, we
Nia
know where that's
Jax.
going to
I
go.
think if I had to guess, I think her first feud is Nia Jax just because of the injury angle. I think that would be.
But then,
I think would have to be.
But then, who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Then
Nia's
Even,
nobody likes Nia. She's
yeah,
always
but you
bad
just
guy.
you just did this with Jade to make her a heel. Just to
The heel turn doesn't have to be all at once, man. The heel turn
it
is
doesn't.
a thing that can be over time. It doesn't.
No,
have
it doesn't.
Like
and
her
right,
winning this match doesn't really have to you don't. She don't have to turn heel on because of a certain win. Like it can be over time where she makes a definite decision. But I don't like if she just wins and then somebody else comes and turns heel. That's why I'm booking it like that. Because I think if you're introducing Bianca, you introduce her like that and turn her heel. She has it'll be something that naturally comes as far as what that goes. But I don't know the booking of it is why I'm not trying to just I don't want to book it. I just think that's the idea to do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I feel with the events that happen, I feel like Jade wins in her first feud, which will be a good feud, will be Nia Jax. It has to be because she split your shit open on national TV. So you just have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. With moving forward, not so much the match. Oh, well, I think the match will be pretty good, but moving forward, what the plan will be, and then you know what? Maybe this will give Tiffany a chance to regroup and get her character back. Back to where it was before she won the title. So
now,
uh,
to me, she should come back as a heel. But that's a different time for a different day.
yeah, yeah. The last match, of course, for the belt, Cody against Drew McIntyre. I know. I think Fair said it earlier. Drew was going to win. I
Yeah,
think
Drew's
Drew's going
gonna
to
win.
win as well too. I think it's going to be a heelish night. I think that's what's going to happen. And I got Drew beating Cody for the belt.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't see any other way. You can't keep doing this to Drew McIntyre. You can't build him up to be a threat for the championship just to have him
Hmm.
lose every single time. You can't. Because when I was there at WrestleMania 40, right, and when he beat Seth Rollins and then he got cashed in on by Damian Priest, thought it was a dumb decision. Personally, thought it was. But it is what it is. He hasn't had that moment in front of a crowd like that yet. And I feel like if this is your first ever big pay-per-view on Peacock, PLE, whatever the hell we call it now, this would be the perfect time to do it. And on top of it, you allow more of a highway of opponents for Drew. Fatu, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes. You could do Carmelo Hayes, Dragunov. I'm just naming people on top of my head. You could do anybody that's a good whatever. Anybody that you could just throw in there with Drew and make it work. And I think that's what's needed. A lot of John Cena's title runs were not very long. If you want to make Cody a guy that's the face of the company, he does not need to hold the belt for 400 days. Make him hold it for 60, then have him not use it for a couple months, go back to it, make him hold it for 30. He does not have to be a guy that holds it for this absurd amount of time just to say, that's our guy. Because then you pigeonhole everybody else and you're blocking everybody from getting to the top that deserves it. Drew can hold on to this championship for the next 6 months going into WrestleMania and do a really good job with it. His social media presence is impressive. He always has, funny jokes online. He
Hmm.
can cut promos. His in-ring work is really good, and he fits the look of a champion. And that's the biggest thing. He fits the mold of the big, burly, bad guy champion. And they need that again. And he fits it. So why not give it to him? He's done everything you've asked him. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre was the feud of 2024 to me.
Absolutely.
So you have that. So he deserves some flowers to that. You put him in there with Damian Priest. He put on a decent match with that, a decent feud with that. Why not just try it? Just give it a chance. You never know. You might say, good job. People say, Mike, good job, WWE. You did something we didn't expect, but thank God you did it for us. You know?
Mhm.
So I don't see the downside in doing it, but unfortunately, I just have a feeling that bald fraud of a booker is not going to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I gotta stop with that. Oh my god. Yeah. What ball? Oh my god. Okay. All right. All right. Was that it? Yeah.
Fair.
So I'm picking Drew. I was trying to think of some wild shenanigan shit. Best I had was Jacob Fatu causes Drew, but that didn't really make sense because it sounded like Jake was going to be out for like a little bit. So I think it just makes sense if you have Drew win. I feel like Cody doesn't have any other opponents but Drew McIntyre. You feel what I'm saying on SmackDown?
Mhm.
So
Could be Randy Orton.
But I think that doesn't need a title. So if you side quest both Drew and Randy, Drew and Cody to Cody, Randy, and then Jacob Fatu and Drew, I feel like that's a natural transition to get through to at least through to Royal Rumble, right? That's why I was saying, as far as when we were talking before, I feel like you got to get the trio of Drew, Jacob, and Cody into the War Games match somehow. Feel what I'm saying? But I don't know how you do Drew on either side because Drew don't like Punk and then Drew don't like Jay, any type of Samoan that ever lives. So I don't I don't know.
The only way you do it is if you include the Vision.
Yeah, but it's still
that's
Punk
the only.
at the end of the day. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
That's the thing.
I feel like you also seen is going to be in that link somewhere. So I don't,
And this is why they can't pigeonhole the main superstars of each brand into a War Games match because you run into these logistical problems.
Mhm.
Whereas the MFT and the Wyatt Six would make more sense because it's a faction against a faction, not just
right.
Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu against the Vision, Drew McIntyre, and Austin Theory. Like it's like why you already have the faction there for War Games. Use that. It does not have to be the top 10 superstars of your brand and maybe some other people involved. Just let it be faction versus faction. Or just do the old school classic elimination match. Why'd that go away?
Yeah, I would much
you
rather
know,
see that.
I think next year they'll probably go back to the traditional
I don't think so.
format,
I
five
don't
on
think.
five, no more.
I
I
don't
think
think.
they will.
I don't think War Games is going away anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either.
It's like an event, so you can sell it to these different places that want these WWE events. You got a big kind of gimmick match, so it just sells itself really. So I don't think they're gonna ever stop it. Hopefully I just want 1 year of do the War Game shit. Fine, just give me a traditional Survivor Series tag match for once.
Yeah, what's so hard about that?
Whatever, dude. Like I said, let the MFTs and the Ys do the jumpy off the fucking cage shit, and then give me something with the all of the major players in the tag match or something. I don't need we don't need no crazy shit. I don't know, but I'm definitely picking Drew to win. I don't know. I don't see any type of shenanigans that is needed for it. But if it was to be a shenanigan, it would be to say that Cody attack Jacob. That would be the only thing. Also, I guess you can say Jimmy Uso costs Cody the title.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that too. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's pretty. If they go anywhere else, it's forcing. If they keep the belt on Cody, it's really forcing it because it's where else is where are the matches?
Yeah.
Where are the matches that we need to go to? You know where all the matches is that you need Cody to go to is over there on Raw.
Do you send them over to Raw?
I think a draft is needed, man. I think they need to shake up the rosters on both shows. The women's division on SmackDown is not sustainable if you want growth to happen for any wrestler, not just Tiffany or for any of them. It's the same matchups. It's the same. Nobody else is getting to no other shine. So somebody needs to switch it up, switch the rosters up. I don't know if a Becky needs to go to SmackDown and a Nia needs to come over Raw and whatever, but it needs to be shaken up and it needs to be a even division of women that can work with other women and get them over because it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough on SmackDown. It is on Raw though because they cooking over there on Raw, but it's not on SmackDown. Like everything in the women's division that's cooking is on Raw.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, those are our picks for Saturday night's main event that's coming live Saturday, November 1st. It's going to be streaming on Peacock. So if you don't have Peacock, go get it right now so you can watch it. And man, that's gonna conclude tonight's show, man. Very good show. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Follow us at WWTB 2024. Also, Wrestling with the Bros on our YouTube channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. It is 5-1 Toronto. Top of the eighth. I think this might be a wrap tonight. And hit that like, subscribe button so that way when we go live, you know exactly how to watch us. So that way you can watch us and you can see us. You'll be like, hey, that's fair, James and Chris. For our executive producer, Smitty, James, Fair, I'm Chris. Y'all take care. Smitty, hit the music. We'll see y'all later. Enjoy the.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. The 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros.
Acknowledge us.